Alright guys, Wonder Weasel back today, and we are at the train depot in Dollywood, and we're going to ride the Dollywood Express for the first time of the season of 2021, guys. Come along with us for the train ride here in Dollywood. Alright guys, Klondike Katie's rolling into the depot for the first trip for the day, guys. Dollywood Express, guys. Alright, we're gonna catch the train riding.
Alright, we're gonna be rolling out of the depot. That means you're stuck with me for the next 20 minutes. I hope you guys are ready. This is an audience participation attraction, so I am gonna ask you guys to participate throughout the time. And you're the first train of the day, so that means you gotta be extra loud because we gotta set the bar for all the other guests. There we go, I like that. There we go. Alrighty folks, now that we're moving, those of you on the last couple of cars look to the left, the center of the depot, and wave by to our depot master Matt. Tell him we'll see him in a day or 2 weeks at the most. I hear it's in the 80s in Florida, so we might flip that track switch and head down for a week or two. Nah, I'm just kidding. My lunchtime's in about an hour, so we'll be back in about 20 minutes. The folks here at Dollywood remain the friendliest place in the Smokies, and that tradition starts right here on the train. So everybody get those hands up and start waving to everybody here at the Village Crossing. And on the count of 3, give them a great big old Southern howdy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, not bad. That's a good one. Cinnamon bread, folks. Stop by and grab you 2 loaves. If you get this from Eric was involved in World War II. It was then determined that a military highway was needed to protect Alaska from invasion. So in 1942, the United States Army took over the White Pass and Yukon Railroad of Skagway, Alaska, and used it to move the materials and personnel needed to build the Alcan military highway. Now in 1943, at the request of the United States Army, Baldwin Locomotive Works out of Eddystone, Pennsylvania, built this narrow-gauge Mikado-style engine, number 192. She weighs over 211,000 pounds and is a genuine coal-burning, steam-driven Type 282 locomotive. But that 282 simply means she's got 2 guide rails in the front, 8 large drive rails, and 2 training wheels on the back. She received the Skagway, Alaska's commission as a part of the United States Army. It took over 34 trains a day in support of road construction. Thousands of troops and personnel and thousands of tons of supplies drove behind the scenes and others like her. In just 9 months, what seemed impossible became possible when the Alcan military highway was officially completed. Now I bet you folks didn't realize Now, I bet you folks didn't realize you are riding behind a true veteran of World War II. Here at Dollywood, we are proud of all of our veterans from every branch of the military, and our thoughts and prayers go out to those on active duty still today. If you are a current or retired member of the armed forces, at this time we would like to ask you to please raise your hand in acknowledgement. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these fine folks a round of applause. Now, after World War II, Engine 192 was retired from the United States Army and began civilian work on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. In 1960, she was officially retired from that railroad. And in 1961, the Robbins brothers, owners of Tweetsie Railroad out of North Carolina, purchased this locomotive and moved her here to this property. She was a part of the inaugural property, Rebel Railroad. And in 1961, she effectively became known as Klondike Katie. The bus was at the end and I raised her engineer station. Silver Dollar City, Tennessee. From 1986 to the present day Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work every day. On the left, that's the fishing hole. That's where the industry likes to go fishing. Now coming up on the right-hand side is Dollywood's newest expansion from 2019, the Wildwood Road. With a family, where you can trot on the trails of Vincent there or soar on the back of a dragonfly. At the heart of Wildwood Road is the great wildwood tree. During our summer celebration at Smoky Mountain Christmas Festival, that tree lights up the night, and it's narrated by Miss Dolly Parton herself as she tells you what it's like to live here in these hills. Now folks, we are now entering into the financial district of Dollywood. If you look to the left side of the engine, you'll see a bank. And if you look to the right side of the engine, you will see another bank. We know, folks, you don't have to remind us, we are just dirt poor around these parts. If you didn't get that one, here's a good one for you. Now, there's an old folklore that says that a train's engineer could not be struck by lightning. Anybody know why that is? A train's engineer cannot be struck by lightning. Well, I'll tell you. Because unlike me and Mr. Tim on car 3, they're not conductors. Thank you very much. You have about 15 more minutes right now. History lesson number 2. The Cherokee Indians called these mountains Shakanahay. It means blue, like smoke. The Great Smoky Mountains is a natural habitat for more flowering plants and trees than anywhere else in North America. And in the trees, well, you can hear the song of over 200 species of birds. Most folks say that the Great Smoky Mountains is an ever-changing song with each season and each pair of eyes. Well, folks, we have officially made it to the Iron Mountain summit of Dollywood, the highest peak of the property back in 1961, long before those high-tangled roller coasters. Now our since engineer Casey has worked so hard to get us up here that we let him tune his own horn a bit on that Mulder Locomotive whistle. How about it, folks? You want to hear a song? All right, need your help. On the count of 3, everybody over the engine crew, blow to the whistle. Ready? 1, 2, 3, blow the whistle! Give him a round of applause. That was Klondike Casey saying she did all the work. Casey was just there for the tree. And folks, if you look to the right, you'll see some trees. And if you look to the left, far off above the distance, you'll see a scenic view of the Great Smoky Mountains. And yes, folks, they do look like that most of the time. Now, at the dawn of the 20th century, there were over 1,200 homesteads dotted here and there throughout the hills and hollows of these mountains. But after many generations of this land being locked down...
Guys, the old cabins and shacks up here at the old farm are gone now. They're cleaning this up and going to redo some things up here for you.
All those homesteads and farmlands to pack up and move out of town. But we didn't move too far. You'll notice, folks, a lot of the people that you see working here at Dollywood and those that live in Sevierville, Gatlinburg, and Pigeon Forge, while we have family ties as back as far as you can imagine here in these mountains. Now see, those of you in the last couple of cars looking up at that big cabin on the hill, that's called the It's Brought It All cabin. It's 4 stories, it has a hot tub on every level, and an elevator that goes to all 4 floors. Now That one is not a part of the Dollywood cabins, but those of you that might not know, Dollywood does have their own cabin company here. We've got plenty of cabins dotted here and there throughout the hills and hollows of the Smokies. Now this green coaster you see on the left is the Fire Chaser Express. Opening in 2014 is North America's first family-friendly dual-launching coaster. You go forwards and backwards, and it only has a top speed of 35.5 miles an hour. No steep drops, just some quick moving turns, makes it a good family coaster. And that big blue coaster is the Wild Eagle. In 2012, it opened as North America's first wing roller coaster. Riders sit to the left or the right side of the track with nothing above you or below you, giving you the illusion you truly are soaring on the wings of an eagle. By a show of hands, how many of you folks have ridden on the Wild Eagle? I saw one hand. Okay. Now by a show of hands, how many of y'all's a big old chicken and didn't get anywhere near that thing? Oh, there the feathers are a-flying. Well, hey, I've got good news for you, folks. You can head on down to the Wild Eagle gift shop, purchase yourself a big yellow t-shirt, and in my front, it says, I'm a chicken. Klondike operates the same way today as she did in 1943 when she was first built. And on a busy day like today, she will be able to eat over 4 tons of coal and drink over 5,000 gallons of water as she pulls anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 people up this mountain. We sure do enjoy riding behind our engine crew in our World War II era steam-powered locomotives. And we hope you guys have enjoyed riding behind them just as much as we do. Better fire there. No, thank you. Oh, good job. Thank you, Dave. I'm glad you guys. Now here's a random fun fact for you folks. This is called Sawmill Crossing, and you'll notice two railroad crossing gates here that are run by electricity. These are the only electric railroad crossing gates in all of Sevier County. And if you go look off to the right, if you look off to the right, kind of behind you, see that big white tent we're talking about? On those large flower sculptures coming to the park soon. And this wooden roller coaster you see here on the left-hand side is the Thunderhead. She opened in 2004 and was awarded the #1 wooden roller coaster title in the world. She goes over and under herself a total of 32 times and features the fly-through design. She was the first coaster in the world with that design. So that means that you're going to zip right through the station platform just 8 feet above the folks below you. Don't forget about drop-on folks. That big tower we saw back there will take you up over 200 feet for a 365-degree view of the Great Smoky Mountain. But you better look quick. It only lasts about 5 seconds before it drops you at 77 miles an hour back down to the foothills of the Smokies. Don't worry, that drop only lasts about 3.2 seconds, so I do recommend you use the bathroom before you get on that one. Would you guys like a special behind-the-scenes tour that not everybody gets? Okay, alright. If you look off to your right-hand side as we pass by this bank, you will see the back wall of the Dolly Parton Celebrity Theater. And that concludes our backstage tour. Now folks, Miss Dolly does have her very own dressing room inside that theater. It's about 3 levels underground. And it definitely looks like it was designed by the Golden Girls. It's very pink, very purple, and there's wicker furniture from wall to wall. Now we're coming back up on the Owens Farm crossing, so everybody get those hands up, start waving. Practice your homecoming queen wave. You never know when you might need it. My fingers are about frozen together from holding this microphone, so I think that's the only wave I'm going to be able to do today. Now folks, speaking of homecoming queen, let me tell you about Dollywood's very own homecoming queen, Miss Lillian. You might see her on the card today, but if you look off to the left, you will see her very own restaurant, Miss Lillian's Smokehouse. You can go in there and have a family-style dining today. And keep your eyes peeled for Miss Lillian. She'll have a chicken in one hand, a banjo or an umbrella in the other, and she'll give you chicken blessings from 6 feet away. If you don't know what chicken blessings are, you're missing out. Now folks, we're back here at the Village Crossing, so on the count of 3, let's give them a great big old southern howdy. Don't make them kiss in Orlando. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Hey, not bad, guys. Here on the right is the Dollywood Hospital, and just past that is the Dollywood Express washing machine. But a lot of folks just call that the Smoky Mountain River Rampage. Now, if you get any soot and cinders on your clothes, it'll wash those right off. The hot water heater's broken, though, so it might be a little chilly today. And kids, if you want to, you can take Mom and Dad for a spin in your own 1950s decked-out hot rod here on the right-hand side of the Rockin' Roadway. No license required, and Mom and Dad, no insurance premiums. Coming up on the left is the Country Fair. Plenty of rides for everybody in the family. High thrill, low thrill. Bumper cars. You're not supposed to cut me off when I'm talking. They come for my voice, not to ride with you, remember? Anyways, folks, Katie was reminding me to show you where she sleeps at night. Coming up on the right-hand side is Dollywood's full-service train shop. That's where Holly stays. Taking a little nap. We hope to have her out on the property very soon. Let everybody look off to the left. See if we can find Country Fair Floyd. Anybody see him? Folks, if you don't know who Country Fair Floyd is, you're missing out. He is TikTok, YouTube, Facebook famous. You'll know who he is because he's the one out there doing all those weird dance moves that'll make you think you're going to break your ankle. Now, folks, we're coming back to the depot. Remind everybody, please remain seated at all times. Keep your body parts inside the train. Even after we come to a complete stop, I will let everybody know when it is safe to exit. Go ahead and gather up your personal belongings, hats, cell phones, cameras, car keys, small children, phone cakes, hamburgers, hot dogs, or anything else you would not want to lose or have to pay to replace today. If you got a grumpy husband on board with you, please take those back. I got a surplus from 2020. We can't seem to get rid of them. And if you got a cranky wife on board, I'm here to tell you that's just an old wives' tale. Those don't exist. If she's a happy wife, you'll have a happy life. At least that's what they tell me. Now again, folks, for your safety, please remain seated, keeping all body parts inside the train.
All right, guys. These folks here at the end of the train on the last car are your announcers for the Dollywood Express.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just wanted to share that with you guys. So guys, that is the Dollywood Express. All right, guys. That was your ride on the Dollywood Express here in Dollywood. Thanks to 192 Klondike, Katie. This is for all you steam locomotive enthusiasts that love steam locomotive trains. She's a 282, as they said. And I will show you what to call a 282. You've got a small guide wheel in the back. one and two in the front, and 4 drive wheels in the middle, guys. But guys, that's the Klondike Katy Dollywood Express in Dollywood. If you like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so far. Ring that notification bell. Keep your notifications rolling. Guys, if you're new here, we do upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. Guys, Dollywood Express Klondike Katy 192. Wandering Weasel signing off from Dollywood.